And welcome to part 13 of Let's Play Carmen Sandiego's Great Chase Through Time. So, what did you think of that previous mission, the Aztec one? Yeah.
I'm still really frustrated about that whistle. Those whistles.
Yeah, that was annoying. But let's move on to a fun one.
Oh, good. Where are we going?
You're blasting through the past to the end of the 16th century,
oh, wow.
where a big batch of Shakespeare's plays are missing.
Oh.
The show must go on, detective. So see what you can do. You need a good guide who knows the footlights. So Renaissance is coming along to help you. Good luck, time detective. Or should I say, break a leg.
Facts about the phrase break a leg. Break a leg actually refers to curtsy.
There's one good thing about traveling with the Chronoskimmer. We always arrive everywhere right on time. We've arrived in London, England, near the Thames River. The year is 1599. And look, over there, the famous Globe Theatre is being rebuilt. There's Queen Elizabeth surveying the construction.
Well,
those players move so slowly I may never see my play. You'd think they were building the entire world rather than just the globe.
That's clever.
Congratulations, detective. That's a Carmen note.
So we're just gonna approach the Queen.
Good day, gentlefolk. Just look at that building. By my crown, it has more holes in it than my father, King Henry VIII, had wives.
Ooh, shots fired.
You may indeed. And I shall reply that I am none other than Queen Elizabeth of England, ruler of all Britain.
And as
The first Queen Elizabeth of
Yes. And as at this point, Ireland.
Yeah.
England is an island fit for a queen. Our crowning achievement is the theatre.
Well,
The world's
We
best
can talk
playwrights
about
and
that.
plays are blooming right here in
personally,
London.
maybe, but like from her perspective, maybe the growing
Oh,
power, economic, military power, beating the crap out of the Spanish Armada.
Considering that theater people were not considered to be that high status.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, all the world's a stage, you know. And our English theatres are among the best in the world. My favorite playwright is William Shakespeare, as fine a poet as ever penned a play.
Do you believe
That's
in
the Globe Theatre. The actors moved it across the Thames and are rebuilding it. And I fear their delay may impede tonight's play to be performed in my honor.
Just watch it's Hamlet.
William says they're too busy to build. He muttered something about a theft, and all the actors now needing to relearn their lines.
Okay, hold up.
Yes.
No. So in Elizabethan England,
Everyone got only their own parts.
number one, everyone only got their own parts, and two, lines weren't necessarily written down.
Yeah.
So
Like there are several corrupt versions of the first folio. Like
there
there's
are several
corrupt version of the to be or not to be features, like to be or not to be. There's
the rub, that's the question.
Yeah, and then it like cuts like 3/4 of the speech.
Yeah.
Oy. Yep. Get his act together. I love that.
I wish I knew. You may take my royal boat across the Thames and get those actors to work.
Again, this is when London Bridge is just covered in houses.
As they show.
Buildings.
They actually show that.
Yep.
That's London Bridge, and no, it's not falling down,
Yeah.
but all those heavy buildings on top did threaten to topple the bridge. So a law was eventually passed outlawing houses on bridges.
Welcome again. Just look at that incomplete theatre. It's proving to be a true comedy of errors.
Of course, the other thing that they're not going to mention during the entirety is how dirty Shakespeare's plays are.
That's what Remember, kids, Shakespeare's dirty.
Oh, I do
You'll have
indeed.
fun.
Yep.
But I have never found a
Or
husband
reread
worthy
it.
to share my throne, so I have never married.
Also, they
It's
seem to either
lonely
hate me,
at the top.
have married my sister, or both. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've encouraged exploration of the New World and defeated the Spanish Armada.
One of the most
This
hilariously
is
underdog,
truly
but
a
also
golden
one-sided
age
battles
for
ever.
England.
Yep.
Alright, let's go
Again, more things than...
Time for some globe-trotting at the Globe.
Yep.
Just look at this Globe Theater. Swiss cheese doesn't have as many holes. We can see William Shakespeare right through this wall.
Oh, how much longer shall I endure the slings and arrows of this outrageous fortune?
Wow.
The Globe is still not
They're not
done.
even trying.
And you, Burbage, you must learn your lines. Let's rehearse again.
Two beans or not two beans? That is indigestion.
You're killing me, Burbage. It's to be or not to be. Try again.
It looks like Shakespeare and his players are still rehearsing. Let's head inside.
Oh, that was kind of...
At last, we have an audience. Hey, you, grab a poster and let us know what rehearsal you want to hear next.
Alright.
Our Romeo and
should probably
Juliet,
ask them some
a boy and a
questions
girl
first.
from rival families fall in love, making their parents furious. In-laws, what can you do?
But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon, who is already sick and pale with grief, that thou, her maid, art far more fair than she.
Your fare is fair to middling, Burbage. Take a break and get back to work on that wall.
Hey, where did Burbage run off to with that wall section? Let's tail him, detective.
Oh.
Actually, let's...
Hail and well met. Please forgive the messy scene. The walls here do not yet surround the Globe Theatre. My name is William Shakespeare. Some people have accused me of making quite a scene around London, but honestly, I am just a playwright and one of Lord Chamberlain's men.
Soon to be the head of that.
We are a troupe of actors supported by Lord Chamberlain himself. Traveling actors are sometimes mistaken for vagabonds. Without the Lord Chamberlain, we actors and our plays might be run out of town. Comedies, histories, tragedies, anything that strikes my fancy and fills the theater.
And involves the death of several hundred characters.
Well, not the comedies.
Well, no.
That man is none other than Richard Burbage, one of our most famous actors. He is a tragic character. That is, he plays tragic characters in dramas.
So...
Dramas used to be religious rituals, but lately they've become entertainment spectacles, full of vivid language and intriguing plots. Everyone loves the new style. The original scripts for my plays have vanished. A strange thief stole them, and now I must teach my actors their lines, but I don't have a script.
But again, the Quartos were written
The
by
thief looked rather like a witch. Maybe I can use that in one of my next plays.
yeah.
In the meantime, I have to reteach my actors and rebuild the Globe in time for the Queen's performance.
Maybe, but if it
Why
exists-
not help rebuild the theater? During our breaks, you and your stylish friend can keep my actors working on the unfinished wall.
I can't lift anything heavy. I might tear my tights. Besides, I must rehearse.
So, we matched, so this took me a while to figure out, but you matched the line on the building to the line on the, So
Okay.
it's off, and it's from the play, so it gives you the answer.
Okay.
You just have to, so it's like teaching you a little bit of the biggest lines of Shakespeare and some of his big plays.
Yeah.
So, but soft will light through yonder window breaks,
Just these.
Juliet is the sun.
Yep.
And there's a note there. Did we miss that or not?
Excellent. We've filled the breach. A finished wall is coming into reach. Someone dropped a line of crime, that is. That's a Carmen note.
Yeah, that could be a different kind of line.
Very
if you're not
well.
careful.
Actually, I'm just... The music's different than last time.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Fair.
We have a
lot of little changes.
You have my thanks for helping with the wall. A void in my life has been filled.
Now, this is suspicious.
Macbeth, who killed his Scottish
Macbeth was
king
written
but
during
could
the reign
not
of King
see
James,
trouble
years
brewing.
after this.
Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn, and
It
cauldron
was written
bubble.
for King James.
Yeah.
Because he had a thing
Fillet
for
of a
witchcraft.
penny snake, in the cauldron boil and bake, eye of newt and toe of frog, wool of bat and tongue of dog.
Burbage, perhaps you should stew over your lines while you work on that wall.
Yeah.
Like, there's the dagger speech.
Oh, I'm
Also
much
dagger
too
speech
talented
is
for this
wonderful.
tedious work.
Or the,
Ta-ta.
Or even the, life is it is a tale written by an idiot. That's probably the epitome. That's epitomizes the play. Because this is just
Life is
witches.
tale.
This the whole point of this.
This
speech
is
is
the first.
this is witches be creepy.
Yeah. That's also like the first.
No,
This
it's
one-
in Act 3.
Act 3. Okay.
Yeah, because that's like Macbeth
I'm
goes
trying
back.
to remember. Oh, right.
And then
I'm getting the chronology mixed up. Because they have another one at the very beginning of the play.
Yeah.
That you have slumbered here while these fishes.
Yeah, that's when shall we three meet again in thunder, lightning, and rain. After all the hurly-burlies on ere the battle's lost and won.
Yeah.
And all.
I'm burning cauldron bubble.
Well done.
Ah, Macbeth.
Yep.
By my
can't
troth,
say that
they're
to me,
putting
right?
quite a spin
Don't
on the
say that.
globe.
Don't say
Our
that.
play
We're
might
after
even
this.
start on time.
Yeah, my roommate didn't want me saying it, like, at all.
Like at all?
Even, like, anywhere.
Yeah, so
anyway,
if you have actors' friends, just call it the Scottish
Henry
line.
V,
Yes,
everyone knows
a
what it
kingly choice.
Henry-
Young King Henry outgrows his rowdy youth and causes a riot in France.
by which he means war.
Yeah.
Oh, for a muse
Ghost.
of fire that would ascend the brightest heaven of invention. A kingdom for a stage, princes to act, and monarchs to behold the swelling sea.
Your lines are quite amusing,
Now,
Burbage.
Henry V
Now back
was
to
in
that
the,
wall.
The 100
Yeah.
He actually took control of Paris. And was not recognized as such, but he was crowned King of France.
So, yeah.
Yep.
I can't carry this load another step. My bad back is acting up.
Typical actors not wanting to do any of the stage crew work. Ugh.
For a stage, princes to act, and monarchs to behold the swelling scene.
Monarchs to hold.
I have not read
Bravo.
Henry V.
Henry V is considered
Well
better.
done. With the
Right.
globe complete,
Yeah.
our sphere of influence will extend to the Queen herself.
It's interesting.
Yep. Oh, and
It's a
a
good
note
story.
there.
You've a keen eye
Oh.
for literature, Detective. That's the final
Well, that's
piece of the
interesting.
Carmen note.
So we're actually going to activate the time coast quite quickly.
Yeah.
With a completed
Because we
C
need to
note
do
in
all this
hand,
before we can go
I'll
to
power
this
up
with
the
Phoebus.
time
Got
cuts.
it.
That's an error. Like in
whatever.
the third mission, it was you get all the guys, then you activate the time cuffs. But here it's unequivocally too early.
As You Like It is a most excellent comedy, a tale of love set in a wood where the players cannot see the forest for the trees.
Also, cross-dressing.
All the world's a stage.
Yes.
And all the men and women merely
except for Gwyneth
players.
Paltrow
Yeah.
in
They have their
Shakespeare.
exits
That's
and
very
their
funny.
Very
entrances.
funny.
And one man in his time plays many parts.
And the more parts, the better. So now, act like a builder and get back
So you
to
get-
I
that
feel the
wall.
writers had fun with Shakespeare's style and converting it into ego work on the wall.
Well, this wall is practically finished. My sweat is better spent back on stage.
Again, actor.
Yeah, but this one, now that I know more about Shakespeare, this one is actually pretty enjoyable.
Yeah.
Much more enjoyable, because I didn't take the hint that you need to match the lines, so I just kind of was lucky guessing.
If you haven't read any Shakespeare at this point, and I hope you have, but if you haven't, go read some. It's quite interesting.
And
Nicely
then, if you
done.
can, go see, SHIT Faced Shakespeare. I'm not going to swear on my channel, but it's amazing.
Once
I saw
more
it a couple
into the
nights
breach.
ago.
Our wall is nearly complete.
Oh, once more into the breach.
Once more into the breach.
That's Richard III, I believe.
Yep.
Oh, woe is me. I can't deal with interruptions now. I'm too busy rehearsing.
Okay.
Great Caesar's ghost! Who let that foolish dog back inside? Out! Out, dumb spot!
Okay, that's good. That one's fun.
That was so much built up.
Uh-huh.
A Midsummer Night's Dream is my favorite comedy, full
a lot
of
of
lovers
favorite
and mischievous elves.
Is it
It's
a
a
fairy?
classic fairy tale.
Pardon?
I thought it was elf.
If we
Fairy.
shadows
No,
have
it's
offended,
fairies.
think but this, and all is mended.
Wait, that's the end.
That you have but
That's the end
slumbered
monologue.
here,
Yeah, it's
while
not a
these
monologue.
visions did appear.
Is that really the
If
most...
we shadows
Slumbered
have
is right.
offended,
Your
Right, no, but, like,
acting
why would
doth
they give you
tire
the
me,
last one?
Burbage. Take a more constructive approach. Over on that wall.
Yep. Why they would give you the final lines of the play.
I'm an actor,
No.
not a weightlifter.
Jim.
I must protect my delicate hands.
We're having fun with this.
Yeah. Well, it helps that it's Shakespeare.
Yeah, but now I'm a little more
Fantastic
well-versed-
architecture,
well
detective.
versed
Well
in
done.
Shakespeare since
Why,
elementary school.
never did I see so fair a globe in all the world.
1,000 thanks, my dear friends. You've kept construction going during this riotous rehearsal. The Queen's performance shall soon begin, and I have a royal reward for you. Backstage passes. Follow me.
But,
Hey, it looks like we're in the tire room where the costumes and props are stored. And the Queen's performance has begun. Actors pinned papers to the wall so they could study the lines of the play. They really hung on every word. Careful, Burbage isn't just playing around anymore. Let's not interrupt the performance.
Alright. When you hear the drama's call, make your entrance at the stage. As players work upon their wall, you'll snatch the great plays of the age. Once you have them, quick retire to that which set the globe on fire.
it's a mini sonnet.
Yeah. Oh wait, really?
Yeah, it's a mini sonnet. It's not really a sonnet because it's not 14 lines, but
Is it? Wait, is it iambic when you hear the
It's not iambic.
drama's call?
it's not iambic
No.
pentameter, but it's kind of a mini sonnet.
Yeah.
And it ends with a rhyming couplet, which is traditional Shakespeare.
Yeah, and a rhyming couplet at the end does not a sonnet make. Anyway, it's a canon.
And it
Because
makes
it can't.
it makes an
Good thinking, Detective. The Carmen note
Maybe.
referred to the thing that burned down the globe,
There's a reason why
and
Shakespeare
that was the
has
spark of a cannon.
Yep. Wait, this is the medieval theme from Normandy.
Ha-ha! We've caught Medeva again.
That's
I'd say there's trouble brewing
Interesting
for this
surprise.
witch. Medeva, you're coming with me. We'll keep you under our spell back at Acme headquarters.
A second seance in that Acme cell won't be a spiritual experience. But you'll never conjure up Carmen Sandiego. Ha ha!
Yeah. Keep thinking that.
Way to go! You tossed Medeva in the dungeon, helped Shakespeare with his scripts, and got the globe together. All in time for a command performance. Shakespeare's works will survive through the generations right up to the Broadway stage, thanks to
poor
you.
Yorick. I knew
Nice
well.
work. That performance deserves a promotion. Your new badge says, Time Inspector. And there's a crime up ahead that needs inspecting. Can you take the case?
Hey, Packet.